Hey, what's up everybody? This is Corey from My2Cents, and today we're going to do a quick look at the armor suits for the Samsung Galaxy S7. This is the military shield, so scratch-proof, ultra-tough, optically clear, military-grade, yellow-resistant material, custom fit for each particular gadget. We'll take a look and see how this fits onto the S7. This is going to be a film protector. The last tempered glass protector I didn't turn out so well, so we're going to give this one a shot and see how this one fares on the S7. So looks like we got a couple pieces here. We got our solution, a little packet with a squeegee, it looks like, in it. Let's open this up. This should be the protector itself, and some instructions on how to watch their video, the actual protector, and then some additional instructions here talking about where you can go to watch the video, and make sure you shake your solution before you apply it. So let's open up this other bag and see what comes in here. It looks like we have a squeegee. I always like when they give us an actual quality plastic squeegee rather than the little pieces of paper. Looks like we also have a ArmorSuit microfiber cloth as well. Now I did watch their video, and basically they want you to clean it, spray down the back of the screen protector, spray your fingers, peel the protector off, spray the protector, and put it on the phone. So let's go ahead and start with that. We're going to go ahead and clean the phone. Make sure it's nice and clean. And one thing you can do is make sure you power your device off. One thing that's nice about the S7 is you don't have to worry about getting any water damage in it. Now when I was watching their video, they put this thing on soaking wet. Some of the other protectors out there say put it on damp, but don't put it on excessively wet. This one they had it soaking, so we'll put it on the way in which their video tells us to. We're going to shake our solution up, and we want to shake it pretty well. It's actually really full. I actually had to take the cap off and mess with the squirter to actually get it to squirt a little bit because it was so full it didn't want to pull out any solution itself. So now we have our screen protector. We're going to go ahead and spray the back of the protector. Then we're going to go ahead and spray the solution on our fingers. That way we don't get any fingerprints on it. Spraying some solution on the phone, it's not going to matter based on how wet they had it on their device. So not a big deal if you have some overspray. I'll spray down the back of the protector itself. And they squirted it a few times. This thing is pretty wet. I'll go ahead and take it and apply it. Now what they were saying is get it pretty well lined up, squeegee out some of the liquid, line it up even further, and then go ahead and finish it off, starting with the center portion first. So we have it kind of where we want it to be. We'll go ahead and take our finger and kind of hold it down. Wow, this thing really wants to move around. And squeegee out some of the liquid. Alright, there we go. Now it's pretty easy to wiggle. It's a little bit stiffer, but it still wants to move. We'll go ahead and squeegee out some of the rest of this off the protector. Alright. Now we're looking pretty good. It looks like we're still pretty lined up. And start making sure there's no bubbles in the middle. Ones towards the edge will be a little bit easier to remove. They said wipe up any excessive liquid, which we definitely have at this point, so we're just going to pull some of this off. And start to squeegee down some of the edges. Kind of getting where the speaker grill is at. And then wiping it clean here again. Well, it looks like we have a couple little bubbles hanging out. Looks like one of them may be dust, which is unfortunate for us, but we'll take a look at that here in just a second. So it looks like we also have a little tiny hair in there too, which is, dang it. Anyway, so let's go ahead and just finish this. The edges of it seem to have stuck down pretty well. The top and the bottom corners here, they just do not want to stick. You can see it kind of pulls itself back up, and trying to use a squeegee on the protector wants to move it around a little bit more. So you can see right there perfectly, right at the top portion, it pulled itself back up. I'll have to figure out what we're going to do with that here in a second. So we're just going to work on the bubbles themselves, make sure there's nothing in the middle of the phone that is causing it to have any bubbles there. And look at a little tiny piece of dust here, it looks like. Normally I don't have any problems with dust in this room, but man, it's just, this one picked up two. Oh, here we go. So I let it dry for about 2.5, 3 minutes. Then I'm lightly pressing it down with my finger, and now the edge is starting to stick down on the top and the bottom. So it might have just been a little too wet for it to stick. Squeeze out these little tiny bubbles here. With that one done, let's go ahead and try that same thing on the bottom of the phone and see if we can get the bottom edge to stick. And what the weird part is the edge is stuck just fine, just the top and the bottom didn't want to stick down. And it looks like this one still doesn't want to stick down. It might still be a little bit wet. Oh, there we go. So taking it nice and slow. Oh, that corner wants to pull back up. Hold our finger here for a few seconds. There we go. So it looks like it just needed a little additional drying time for that to become adhesive and want to stick itself down. There we go. So here's a look at the display itself. And honestly, one thing that I'm impressed about this display is you cannot see where the protector ends on the edge of the phone. You can kind of feel the ripple, but it is clear enough where you really can't tell where it fits in. I mean, you can see the cutouts around the home button, the earpiece speaker, proximity sensor, but down here at the bottom and the edges, it's really, really, really hard to see where the screen protector is at. I mean, even off camera I had a hard time seeing it, which is a pretty good thing. I mean, the cut must be pretty solid. It goes all the way around the edges, the curvature, so you're getting full screen protection on this, which is nice. It was easier to put on than the IQ liquid protector that I did. So that's on the S7 Edge, but that was an Edge, of course. So now that I know that maybe it just needs to be a little bit drier, we could try something on those liquid protectors on the edge as well. But there you have it. One thing that a lot of these film protectors are not is case friendly. Let's toss this thing in a case and see what's going to happen. Now, if you have a thin case, it shouldn't be a problem, like the Thin Fit Spigeon case. So here's the Neo case. Let's just go ahead and pop it in here. This one has a pretty decent curvature or wraparound. You can see, yeah, it's definitely starting to pull up the protector down here at the bottom. So something to keep in mind if you're looking for a film protector and going to run a case. It may be a little bit tricky to do unless you find one that's made specifically for cases. Anyways, for a film protector, I thought this one was pretty good. I like the fact that you got the full screen protector on there. It's not case friendly, which is kind of a downer, but all in all, I think it would be worth your buy if you're looking for something to give you good protection. I'd give it maybe 3.5 out of 4 stars. On the Amazon review, I'll probably just round up, but when I can actually give half stars, yeah, I'd probably say 3.5. I'll throw the product link down below if you want to check it out. Anyways, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.